Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back with another Omeezy video. Today's video, the Rakai drama is getting out of hand. Rakai has, Rakai need, there's so much you can say about this situation. You got anything you want to say about this situation?
Not quite yet.
I'm talking about any of it surrounding him.
I said not quite yet. I gotta gather my thoughts.
Because I'll say this. With the internet, if you say anything constructive about him, majority of the internet is just going to rub it off as saying hate. And I think a lot of people, what they typically do, like to use terminology the incorrect way.
Most definitely.
Like, and even complaining is not constructive criticism. Y'all also need to quit saying that a lot because y'all like to use that on the internet. I'm just giving you constructive criticism. No, you're complaining. There's anytime people try to critique him, they just rub it off as hate. It is not hate. It's the truth that y'all just don't like. You know what I'm saying? And especially younger people, you know, but hey, it's just all, man. Today's video, I already read the title. Make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
liking it with a thumbs up.
Me personally, I do feel like with social media, I do think, did you know they have passed the law? Oh, you showed me that video.
I showed you. Yeah, I was going to let you finish.
I really feel like they should up the age to 18, though. Me personally, I think it should be monitored. As far as them being able to monetize on social media, because it can get out of hand. It's not like acting or actually pursuing like that type of career.
Yeah.
I think it can get out of hand. I think you shouldn't be able to monetize on social media until you're 18. And you have to provide legal documents. But let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
I can't hold this back. I gotta say it. I'm sorry. Mari, suck my ugly you. Shut the up. That's why you get. That's what you get. You lost. And that's why you cried about it too.
The same night of that
So you lost too, little yuck mouth.
shoot, after we ended, we went back to the hotel. It's brought to my attention, he called someone up and was like, oh, yo, how do you feel about Mari? They gonna be like, yeah, I like Mari, she cool. You gonna be like, I don't with that. So this is not your first time calling me out my name. Did I ever call him out his name? No. Did I ever disrespect him? No. This isn't the first time him calling me out my name. How long is 17 gonna be able to be applied to him? Bro, when he turned 18, now what?
Couple months. And he's and this the reason why I said, like, the constructive criticism people have been putting out there for years now, has went into a lot of people's ear one way and out the other, and just people just spew it as hate. Because then now you about to be 18. A lot of them people you disrespect and they couldn't say nothing to you or do something about it. It's gonna, in a couple months, it's gonna change. A lot of things are gonna change, and reality is gonna sit in. And same way, a lot of these little rich kids been getting on people's nerves.
Yeah.
But they got to walk around with bodyguards. Gonna be with him too. It's because you're gonna have to hide behind somebody from the things you say on the internet.
True.
And like she said, how long is it gonna be until he's just a kid?
Yeah, right.
Eventually, you finna be 18. You're about to be 18 in a few months.
Yeah, I looked it up to see when his birthday.
Yeah.
Well, roughly around his birthday, which it said November.
Yeah.
I guess.
I know it's fall time.
Yeah.
It's finna be, he's no longer 18. He gonna have to really watch his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't finna just take that.
Facts.
People need to hold him accountable for his behavior. He's not a 500 viewer streamer. He doesn't have a small community. He has 20,000 people to like 15,000 people watching him. This is not You have to be some type of a role model.
Boy, somehow the internet has fallen apart since the last time we talked about this. Who would have known that Mr. Beast's streaming video would mark the single moment that signified that streamers are so culturally different and don't belong in the same rooms as each other ever again? From the backlash of his shenanigans in the video, Rakai has seen himself wrapped up in not one, but two controversies at this point. Somehow it's taken itself from racism now all the way to sexism and misogyny, and I'm sorry, but I've been waiting for these conversations to unwrap, and we have got to talk about these deeper underlying things that we continuously brush over in the streaming community. If you're new to this, please hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way. If we don't get more subscribers on this channel, I'm gonna start taking that Rakai route and start spazzing out on people and going crazy and stuff like that. Now, back into the video. Now, this all stems from the Mr. Beast streaming challenge where he gets his collective of streamers, puts them in a circle, and does his Mr. Beast thing. I'm not gonna cover it. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, rehashing all that stuff. If you haven't already, please watch that video and then come back, do the 2-tab thing. Hell, pull it up on multiple devices, spam up the views. But all I'm gonna say is, who would have thought that these moments
Mari, I am so sorry. You're gonna make me cry.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Womp, 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 womp. Cry about it.
I say this part, I ain't feel nothing wrong about it because most of the time when I do see people play this game on the internet,
They do.
that's how they do it. They hold people and most of the time, when I first started seeing it, they were doing it with a belt. They were hitting each other with the belt.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Did we not do that when we used to play back in the day?
I have never played this game back in the day.
Well, not
saying
this,
with
but I'm talking about like
with the
just
rubber
like
duckies.
dodgeball, like hiding behind people and stuff. Not with the rubber duckies. I'm just saying like regular dodgeball. So.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like Rakai took the time in this this whole little thing to just be a pure asshole.
After this, you saying just period?
I'm saying this whole
the whole experience.
He took the opportunity to just be an asshole.
Rakai baited you!
The problem was he grabbed me.
I do whatever it takes to win. Any means possible.
We going back to slingshot. Ain't no way. He's good at the throws.
He's emoting on him.
we're facing to a 17-year-old kid facing a bunch of threats and other harmful acts on his life, his family's life, his friend's life, and everyone surrounding him.
I'm gonna keep it buck, bro. I get hate oftenly, but it's levels to hate, gang. It's niggas texting me, bro. And I'm gonna say GTA, Twitch, chill. It's niggas texting my phone and saying, I hope somebody shoot you and your whole intestines blow up so you have no open casket.
Hey,
I'm seeing niggas saying,
That's
yo,
crazy.
if you ever go out the country and I catch you, I'ma kill you on everything I love. This niggas calling me the hard R. They got my mom's phone number telling her that we know where you live. If you step out the house, I'm gonna kill you in GTA. Talil getting death threats.
That's crazy.
Everybody in Chloe getting death threats, my
That's
nigga.
crazy.
Like, it's like, this shit is like unbelievable. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's one thing to hear about and potentially talk.
I say this at the end of the day. Sometimes it's hard to kind of feel sorry for some people, though. I'm gonna just be completely honest, because you put out so much negative, and then when you get it back, you cry about it, and everybody like, "Oh man, y'all doing?" Because hold on.
I ain't saying nothing.
No, I'm just saying, hold on. Let me get the whole picture out. Everybody like, hey, it is crazy how y'all coming at him, you know what I'm saying, off a video. But then you turn around and then you be negative to someone else right back. I'm just like, it's hard to really ever be on your side, my boy. Because I get it. You're too negative. And then when the negative come back to you, it's like, you know,
Okay.
it's just hard to.
What's your opinion?
about these things, but to see the impacts in real time of these, comments and threats that Rakai and his family members are facing is actually very disheartening. I know that there are going to be some people that say, hey, this is the internet. It's always been like this. None of this is new, et cetera, et cetera. But that doesn't mean that it's something that we should just brush over. None of these conversations that we're going to have in this video means that we should just brush over them because they are a byproduct of the internet. I think that most people at some degree can understand what it's like to get 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 hate comments in a day or two span. Maybe they posted something online that accidentally went viral, invited a bunch of different people, and now people are talking about their looks, et cetera, and they've experienced that before. Now, what if you multiplied that by 100? These content creators are getting hundreds of thousands of tens of thousands of hate comments on a daily basis. And for the crowd that's saying, yo, just cut off the internet, don't scroll, do all these different things, it's going directly to their phone now. They're getting phone calls, text messages. It's absolutely disgusting. It's not something that you just build up a thick skin to. And I see that when I see Rakai's mom giving him a voicemail showing that, there's still support, there's still love, and there's still encouragement going on in this household. He almost comes to a near tear.
See, son, you carry this light that a lot of people don't understand. But if you know, you know. And don't ever let anyone dim your light. Okay, baby? I am so proud of you. And I know I'll call you and question you and all that. And that's just all because I want to see where your head is. And I know for a fact that you are unbothered. You are so unbothered. You are so free. And you are so sure of yourself. And I am so proud of you. Heavenly Father, I ask that you please continue to protect my son.
It is good to see that Rakai has some sort of strong, seemingly support system around him during this time. But if I could offer a little bit of a tidbit here, it's okay to be bothered. I know his mom was saying that she knows that her son is unbothered and she knows her son way more than I do. But I think it's also safe to say that it's okay to be bothered by these situations because some of this borderlines reality. We know that people go to content creators' houses. We know that these words actually have impact. And we know that as we get into these places and spaces, you are subjecting yourselves to criticisms that you wouldn't be facing if you were in your community, but you're doing it for either the betterment of your career, for homeboy, for all these other reasons, ultimately opening you to be a target of public scrutiny.
Grow the fuck up. Racist people are using this as a reason to already be racist. Check the comments. I'm not reading these fucking comments from fucking bro. I'm good off that, bro. That's why.
And that was like just my thing. Like,
Yeah.
I definitely get where, everyone coming from, or not everyone, but certain people, whatever, or just the comments that you made. I just don't agree with the racism. And my thing is, you could say whatever you want. Oh, he's a horrible team player, a horrible whatever. Yeah. Criticize that, but when you just go straight to being racist, calling the monkey, the hard R, all this other type of stuff, that's where I'm like, okay, this has nothing to do with the game anymore. This is just you using this as an opportunity, like Dante said, to be who you are, which is racist.
True.
And that's what I don't agree with. But.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I said, like, in the beginning, when all that backlash, because he wasn't on social media, everybody was coming to his aid, right? Mm-hmm. And instead of him realizing people are coming to your age, and you know what I'm saying, you stand holding to that, you then turn around and spew instead of.
And I don't agree with him.
And you understand how it feels for somebody to be talking down on you negative and calling you out your name and be deliberately like spewing so much negative towards you for you to then flip it and call just calling a woman out of her name,
right? And I didn't
say
agree
suck
with
my
and I didn't agree with that part.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, and I don't agree with that part either. As far as like you said, like you getting all this hate and then you turn around and
you getting all this
someone
support.
else to and all this support, and then you turn around and spew that onto her, which she didn't deserve that either. No. So. Yeah, I definitely get what you're saying. It's kind of like I don't agree with this side, and I don't agree with what he did as well. So, but yeah,
be racist. Check the comments. I'm not reading these fucking comments from fucking Bro, I'm good off that, bro. That's why I protect my energy in the first place, man. Racist people who are already racist are using this as a reason to continue to be racist publicly.
And I think ultimately Rakai will learn to navigate this place and space better and better so he isn't front-facing in all these controversies. But I will say, today is not that day. As more information has come out about the situation, we are learning about apparently some faults that Rakai has played in these situations. Now, again, this is not victim blaming in any way, shape, form, or fashion, and El Rubius himself would acknowledge that. But he does mention to his community and his audience that Rakai also does say some things about him that may have made him not be so innocent. It seems as though at some point Rakai says, go back to Mexico during the situation in which El Rubius was leaving the game because he was eliminated. Now, I do think that that can be interpreted as a messed up thing to say. I do also understand his American ideologies and sentiments. El Rubius is a Spanish-Norwegian streamer from Spain. Now, do I think that Rakai knows about Spain for real? No, not at all. Just being fair with you guys, I do not think so.
That's the reason why his ass should have been in school these past few years, actually getting a proper education.
I agree with that.
Because he lacks any type of education. Just because, and that's the thing with social media now. People feel as though you don't need an education if you get money. Why the y'all think most people get screwed over? It's because they lack any type of education. Homeschooling ain't necessarily. I think homeschool is good if you got the right foundation center around you that is going to help push you on that education level. Like you got a parent that's actively present, checking over it, going over these assessments with you, and properly also making sure you're being properly educated. I have seen it work.
Yeah, I've seen
it work.
Yeah, but in this case,
homeschooling ain't for the boy. Honestly, the boy, he needs to be off the internet and already, because if he is who he is and he's truly entertaining, it was going to work for him regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He could have came on after graduating high school at 18 and got on the internet. He still could have captivated the internet if that's who he is. But, you know, it shows, bro.
I agree with that part.
I think that Rakai telling El Rubius to go back to Mexico was malicious in his intent. I can't genuinely say. He might have legitimately thought he was Mexican from Mexico and told him to go back to Mexico. But that is the last bit of bail that I can give Rakai, because as he starts to address these situations and backlash that he is getting from the Mr. Beast game/stream, he is revealing his self and his ignorance and immaturity more and more.
I can't hold this back. I gotta say it. I'm sorry. To everybody I feel, I'm sorry. Mari, shut the fuck. Listen, to the Maya girl. Wait, chat. Oh no, Mari girl. Mari. Suck my dick, you ugly bitch. Fuck you. Cause that's what they was right there.
But on some real feels, just as a man, bro, as a man, why can't you keep that same energy for all these dudes out here, bro? And it's dudes that you can keep that energy to. A lot of these dudes will be in your face, and you can't keep that same energy. And that's why I said at 18, you got a couple months, my boy. And I know you sitting around a bunch of dudes, but I don't know how these dudes are with you as far as on some man time. And maybe they ain't ready to be able to be on that type of time with you because they're still learning in life. So, I you know what I'm saying? But it's also not their responsibility.
I was going to let you.
At 17, your responsibility is being... Because honestly, I had these conversations with C all the time. We talk about this, and it's not about content creator. It's about personal life. The person who's supposed to instill the way your mindset, the way you think, and what your respect is on your parents. That's on your mom and dad, not on nobody else. So a lot of things, when I see him and I see the way he act, to me, it's a reflection of the parenting you receive. Because ain't no way my mom would allow me to get on the internet and do half of the shit he did without being punished, without being chastised, without being corrected. My mom would not have allowed me to get on the internet and tell a girl to suck my in front of thousands. There is no way. So now I question your parenting, and it's a reflection of your mom and dad. But I don't know. I just know he always talk about his dad. I mean, his mom, so I don't even know if his dad is even present. But I have heard him talk about his stepdad, and if you got a stepdad in the home, that's who I look at as your father figure that should be present enough to teach you as a man. You don't do that. There's levels of respect. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how low, as a man, you still gotta be on man time and show respect. But I know we live in a generation of we don't. So very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No respect for nobody. Elders, women, peers, children, no one. Mm-hmm. And it's sad to see, bro. Because this is a reflection of, he is one reflection of his generation. A lot of people his age look up to him because they want to follow under his. Nah, because honestly, I be telling my nephew and stuff. Him, no. I've told him.
It's fuck you, because I'm looking back at the clips. I'm looking back at what she was saying and all this bad energy and shit. I'm just like, wow, fuck you, bitch. The fuck, I really actually, kind of fuck with you and shit like that. Shut the fuck up, bitch. And that's what you get. You lost. And that's why you cried about it too. I ain't crying, nigga.
Yeah, maybe it's because I'm 30. I can't get down with that type of commentary. Rakai full out blast Mari, and blast is the nice version of what he said. He called her an ugly bitch, which I don't understand. I don't get it. Not that I'm saying it's because she is attractive or anything like that. I don't have a personal opinion on that. I'm saying at a certain point, some of these things don't need to be said. He's already had an incident where he's called another woman out of her name.
No. What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen?
You wanna know what I was gonna say? I'll say, listen, bitch, what's the coolest dick you ever sucked? Get the fuck off my dick. That's what I was gonna
say. You would never have said that because you was actually here present and you can't even say shit. That's the reason why I'm very adamant to say a lot of people are big talk on the internet, but cowards in public.
I just don't know what people gain from being disrespectful.
Blatantly disrespectful.
Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, unprovoked. Like, disrespect. Like, I just don't understand what you.
Now I understand by her having saying that. A lot of people like, oh, why would you? But also you got to understand context. Mm-hmm. Context. Like, and I understand she's not a comedian and all that, but if you're hosting an event where people you gonna use reference things, and yes, the reference was on point because he had previously just did a thing where stealing a plant at a Walmart. You stole it. Even if you gave it to someone and she asked you, did you pay for it? You said yeah, and she walks out, you stole it. Because you shouldn't have did that in the first place. Yeah. Oh, ha. No. Ain't nothing. We ain't laughing, bro. Very immature situation. Very, again, looking at your parental aspect of it.
I was gonna say that shit to her face, bro.
And from that, he claimed that he learned, that he shouldn't be calling people out of their name. I just don't get the need for the name calling in this instance. He claimed that it was based off of a clip where Mari reacted to what he was saying during the entire time she was playing Connect 4. And for what it's worth, I think that it's pretty harmless.
Not with the sad edit. Not the sad edit. Not the side edit.
I thought she had it.
Not the side edit. Not the side edit.
You got a dance. Mari, I am so sorry. You're gonna make me cry.
Womp. Cry about it.
And with that, 7.
And he over here talking about some womp. You was in my ear the entire time, Rakai. Talking about some. You didn't do it. You didn't do that. What is she doing? The whole time. Imagine having somebody in your ear like, mama, na. You sound like a Tasmanian devil in my ear the whole time. Respectfully.
That small reaction and commentary, and another smaller one where she talked about how Rakai and Yana were up mad loud late at night one night, was the only time that she had mentioned him post the Beast game. And in an instant in which Rakai should have been taking the high road, should have been displaying maturity, talking about a situation in which he was being attacked wrongfully for his actions on a live stream, he decided to then redirect the conversation to somebody else and do the same thing to somebody else. Now, I know the saying that bullies are bullied people, but this ain't it. Like, full stop, this is not it. And when Mara responds, she echoes these sentiments, but opens up a very good conversation that I've been waiting to talk about online for a minute now.
The same night of that shoot, after we ended, we went back to the hotel. It's brought to my attention, he called someone up and was like, yo, how do you feel about Mari? They're gonna be like, yeah, I like Mari, she cool. He gonna be like, I don't fuck with that bitch. So this is not your first time calling me out my name. You know what I could have done when I reacted to that video? I could have brought that up, but I didn't. When I didn't even know, you said womp womp. And I think my reaction to that is valid because it's like, he was in my ear the whole time, distracting me the whole video. Okay, cool. He is like a Tasmanian devil. Did I ever call him out his name? No. Did I ever disrespect him? No. This isn't the first time him calling me out my name. He already called Cutie a bitch and disrespecting her event that she invited him to. Like what? How long is 17 gonna be able to be applied to him? It's bro, when he turned 18, now what? And this is not even coming out of like a area of like hate or anything for him. I was once a 17-year-old on the internet. I was annoying. But guess what? I'm not as annoying anymore. Okay. Like what the heck? That was an excuse for when I was moderating people's chats and everything and I was fucking being annoying. No one was like, but she's only 17. Stop. No one gave a fuck. I still got death threats. And it's still crazy how you went on stream after being like, yeah, I'm getting death threats, racism, everything, man. And then you did a 180 and you sent hate my way in front of 20,000 people. How does that make sense?
Just people came to the defense of Rakai. Many a streamer came to the defense of Mari as well. Somebody who is very well liked and respected in the streaming community. And for what it's worth, I think people also saw that what Rakai did was flat out wrong. Another female streamer, Jalan, came out and spoke about why he continues to be invited to these events. There has to be some sort of line that is drawn. This is excessive. Another streamer, Stable Ronaldo, talked about how this is a little aggressive and that, you know, maybe they can hire a therapist out of it all.
I feel like this is a little aggressive, man. Rakai.
Hire a therapist? No, nigga, go home, bro. Go be raised by your parent. Fuck a therapist, bro. He needs parental guidance. He needs parental. You actually need a parent that's gonna be a parent, not somebody who. That's what's lackluster with all this. And I will say you give credit. I guess we just got to see if he's ever gonna mature. Because Speed used to be that same annoying little motherfucker on the internet, bro. And I ain't gonna hold you, even when Speed was coming up, I used to tell my nephew, my sister, he don't need to be watching Speed, bro. But now I have seen Speed mature, and I don't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? As long as there's maturity with it, and I'm like, okay, that's some more of a positive influence. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. Speed still do shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, come on.
But he done calmed down.
He has calmed down so much, bro. And I respect him so much because I see the growth. And sometimes we do, at the end of the day, we do have to sit back and be like, okay, we got to watch the maturity. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give him some grace. We do got to also give him time to be able to mature. Because we all been that age and we all done fucked up in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've had a lot of F-ups in life.
But I've never been
on that level. And I don't know if it's because, you know, I was a young girl and it's maybe a little different. It is. But at the same time, still, I feel like we have to stop at some point. Like,
but he's just done it too much and no corrective action has happened. Yeah. And I think that's what's starting to piss people off. And that's the reason why a lot of people are like, all right, when he turned 18, what's going to happen?
Like, what happens? What happens?
Because
things don't happen overnight.
No.
Like, if you are already not trying to actively, like, okay, let me take a step back and, like, really work on myself and how I respond to things and growing. Birthday time come, you go to sleep, wake up, it's birthday time. Then what happens? Nothing. But your age change.
Yeah.
And do we continue to make the excuses?
Because can he be himself but respectable? Yes. 100%.
But not we. But do people continue to make the excuses?
Yeah. Because like, can he be who he is on the internet? But also with respect, you can still have those loud outbursts. You can still be an annoying dude, but you don't have to be disrespectful at the same time. And I just think he doesn't care about disrespecting people. And that's where the fine line comes in between, where I always say, he going to have to see some of these people he disrespect when he turn 18. Yeah. But also, I'll say this. I think he knows who to play with and who not to play with. And I think he's trying to fine line with that too, because also you see him mainly disrespecting women and not men. But it's going to be one of those girls he's going to disrespect and they do going to step.
Yeah.
And I'm not condoning violence.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But no, I'm just saying not you. I'm talking about these people.
Yeah.
I'm not condoning violence. I'm condoning respect. And that's what I'm pushing. Like, just have a simple respect, man. The world could be a a lot of just be a way better place if people just knew how to respect others. They might not look like you, they might not talk like you, they might not have the same background as you, but just a little ounce of respect that you would like to receive back from people, the world could be a way better place.
Hi, man. We need you to. I could hire a therapist, brother. Maybe we have a sit down. Maybe you have a sit down. I could get it for you. What's going on, man? Everything I've seen your Rakai. I saw your social security number on Twitter yesterday, bro, with your address and your full bank statements and everything from this guy who I couldn't understand it. It wasn't in English.
Now, this is probably around the time in any Rakai story where people are saying, hey, how come everybody else on the internet is holding him accountable, talking about his actions, saying that these are bad, etc., but the people in his life are not? Are the people in his life going to hold him accountable? Even Mari questions that while she continues down her reaction about the whole situation.
Hopefully the people around him can stop enabling him. I'm not too sure about what happens behind the scenes in that regard, but people need to hold him accountable for his behavior. He's not a 500 viewer streamer. He doesn't have a small community. He has 20,000 people to like 15,000 people watching him. This is not, you have to be some type of a role model. You can be a character, cool, whatnot, and act crazy, but you just have to like pick and choose and know what's right from wrong when you address certain situations and just like how you move, bro.
But the reality is, and I think this is safe to say, when you look at the people surrounding Rakai, it kind of makes sense as to why he would act the way that he acts.
They playing with this like the fuck. Girl, baby, just dick that ass. A lot of niggas on. Hold on, let me get the PSA. What's right here fast? Yo, real nigga shit. A lot of y'all niggas want to be the Clovers, gang. Y'all gotta stop, bro. We're not giving our applications, bro.
PR. Nah.
Let me say something quick. A lot of y'all niggas is trying to beat us. Like nobody gives a fuck about you. Stop talking about us. We don't like.
And two.
I just say this because some people just arrogant for no damn reason, right? Mm-hmm. I always say this: who you are is who you are, right? Mm-hmm. Right. A lot of people are arrogant because they attach themselves to other people who have success. Mm-hmm. Don't let that go over your head. A lot of people allow that to get to them. Yeah, you arrogant and cocky because you got some type of attention. But if you had set out here by yourself to attain that same notoriety, right? Could you have done it without the help of having a name attached to another person's name who was big? And most people you ask that question to, it's a hell no. It's like the journey by yourself is way harder than attaching your name to someone else and riding off their wave. We've seen it time and time again. A lot of people have became somebody off the back of somebody else's work. And stop with the arrogant ego ass shit. Humble.
I agree.
Like how hard is it to just be humble, bro?
Be fair, and this is what I've been wanting to talk about this entire time, this unspoken thing about streaming culture and streaming nature and content creation on this side of the internet, is that it enables this type of behavior, full stop. This is what people find entertaining. Now, you may not agree with this section and portion of entertainment. I'm not talking directly to Mari specifically, but I'm talking to the greater community at large, from the creators on down to the audience. You may not like this specific person saying or doing these things, or that specific person saying or doing these things, but you most likely turn a blind eye to when your favorites do something of the same sort or similar line, or conveniently forget when they were 16 or 17 years old doing some of the same actions that Rakai does. This is the same community that will watch somebody spiral down a hill but only criticize when they hit rock bottom, right? They're watching the descension time and time again, but only when they get to the bottom and are laying flat on their back as a creator and looking up at the sky will they hover over them and say, yeah, this is messed up. Somebody should help them. Why did you never stop them at some point while they were rolling down the hill? I think about so many instances of this, but one that sticks out for me right now in this moment, for whatever the case may be, is when Ludwig had his friend on last year with the Beerio Kart streams. He knew that man had a drinking problem. He knew that man was very touchy-feely and handsy and all these other things, yet he still invited him on stream. And his audience still rocked with him being on stream. But only until the backlash did people in the community start saying, you know what, we've got to do something. Buddy, he was 36. He developed a drinking problem throughout throughout his whole life. You should have been stopped it. Not that I'm saying what Rakai did is valid, but a response by crashing out to a bunch of different people involved in the party of the discourse that you're involved with is a normal reaction for streaming and streaming culture. Calling people out their names, being racist, being misogynistic, being homophobic, all these things. Homophobic, what am I talking about? All these things are things that are baked in and ingrained in the culture to an extent, and enabling these things is also baked and ingrained in the culture to a certain extent. If it wasn't, your favorite streamer would have been canceled a long time ago, because for what it's worth, your favorite streamer probably has a badder track record than Rakai.
Speed wasn't this bad. What? Nigga, are you serious? Did you ever watch Speed when he was younger? Did you hear the things he was saying? I don't think you heard the things he was saying. Rakai calling her a bitch compared to the shit that Speed was saying is literally nothing, bro. Like, Speed was supposed to have been out of here with the shit that he was saying, with the jokes that he was making. Even though it was literally a joke, like, it's still like something you just don't say. Like, it's just fucked up. It's just like, bro, you just don't say these things. You don't do these things. But you get older and you learn from it, bro.
You could have probably called this from a mile away, but friend of the show, Dante, is absolutely correct. And it's probably because he was there when things were happening, but the correlation and connection between iShowSpeed and Rakai, honestly, does Rakai a disservice. The stuff that iShowSpeed was saying was insane. And I'm gonna tell you how insane it was for those that may have not been here for that moment. Anytime anybody has ever referenced these things, whether it be in passing by or in commentary channels, you've never seen a video of these things. These videos, for the most part, have been buried. People only bring it up like 96 Freaknik or the pandemic. No footage, just the memories in people's heads, because it's actually something that would probably get the video demonetized or maybe your channel potentially clapped if you played that content. It's the reason why Speed isn't on Twitch and other platforms, to be quite honest with you, is because he was banned for a long time. I say all that to say, I definitely condemn the actions of Rakai, full stop, but I condemn those actions. While you do have to give him time to pick a path in which to go down, either that's going to be the reputation rebuilding path of himself or other streamers, or it's going to be the path of the Dean the Greats, the Jack Dohertys, and whoever else that continues to crash out and lash out as adults. The only thing that we can say is that time will tell, and you as an individual will move accordingly in regards to him. But the reality is that we exist in an environment in which streaming basically enables and has made Rakai. Not saying that there's not other factors involved, but part of the reason why he is so successful, just as others around him are so successful, is because they call women bitches, is because they lash out like this, is because they do borderline homoerotic things and then also are homophobic at the same time. That's the reason why they are so successful. So let's not pick and choose it when we want to cut it off at the legs. Let's be consistent across the board. And let's also give people time to find themselves. Lord knows, if y'all saw 17, 16-year-old Omar, y'all would not be watching me. It's not that crazy. Please, let me, I just wore ridiculous sweaters. Oh, damn.
But no, for real though. And that's what sometimes I try to, I do try to give grace to, younger people. And I try to also remember that I was once this age and remember how I was at this time, because
at 17 I wasn't that bad, bro.
I wasn't bad, but I also wasn't making some good decisions but that's neither here nor there. But I have grown. I grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think at 17, me as a boy, because I can
everyone is different. Everyone is different.
I'm just saying, like, boy, I was a boy.
You was a boy.
You was a girl.
Yeah, and I'm a girl. Yep. I'm a woman. Yep. Go ahead.
I'm saying at the time you was a girl. You was a girl. I was a boy. And so, you know what I'm saying? I can attest to being. I was honestly never on the point of Rakai.
Let me say this.
Also, I say this because the things why I used to do, like, we used to on some gang stuff. We trying to fight. We trying to, you know what I'm saying, think about whether or not you want to get into the dope game. And you think about cars and all that. That's how we were moving when I was 17.
Right. And certain things like that, like, I do give grace to. And I'm like, okay, with age, hopefully you'll grow out of that and realize that that's not. The only thing I don't give grace to, and I don't feel like it has anything to do with age, is the disrespect, especially towards women. I don't feel like that's age thing. I know
True.
Young boys that's in 13 they got respect. But
Yeah.
that's also how they was brought up too. When it comes to certain things like that, I'm like, that's a little bit deeper to me than just like an age thing. Like I don't know what that's about. But yeah, everything else like you mentioned, and like certain other things, making mistakes and making bad decisions when with certain things, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to give grace to, but at some point you got to be like, oh, I gotta grow up.
But like I said, a lot of things I do think is just it shows the lack of parenting involvement as far as having a hands-on parenting, or because again, Speed and Rakai are growing up on the internet, right? We saw Speed being able to freely move and freely flow, and people still to this day try to scrutinize his mom for the way when he first got on the internet, she was come on now. We know what group of people complain, but over parenting him. And I was like, I look back and I'm like, ain't shit she did was wrong. She told him, shut the fuck up. People trying to sleep because people got to go to work in the morning. That's basically have respect for other people in this house. Yeah. That in hindsight, it's just the way some of y'all ain't used to hearing stuff the real way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Him doing flips and stuff. Him turning up ain't none of that. And then so she did allow him to go out and start doing stuff, and he, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? I do think more hands-on parenting needs to be involved. You know, I think some parents, because it's just not in the content space. I've seen it. Parents pushing their kids to play sports and stuff. They allow because they're chasing and they're looking at the monetary aspect of it, and they're looking like, okay, one day they'll be able to take care of me. Yeah. And so they allow them to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I don't. Again, like I said, I try to give grace sometimes, depending on the situation. But at some point, it's kind of like, we got to stop making excuses for people. But I will, in a few months, whenever his birthday, he'll be 18, and we'll see. Because at that point, you're grown, legally, you're grown. But yeah, we'll see.
Hey, man, y'all spam us up. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts in the comments for us down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ Do Kid. This is
CR Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar.